Hi everyone, my name is Craig McPeck, and you can consider this video as my application for this graphic design job. Let me tell you a little more about myself before I get into my work, a little bit my work experience, and my portfolio. I grew up here in Omaha, Nebraska. I went to school here throughout my life, from preschool all the way up to Metropolitan Community College, where I received my graphic design degree. I could say that my hobbies are camping, the great outdoors. Just being outside is very peaceful to me. One thing that you probably wouldn't know about me is that I have been storm chasing earlier on in my life, and I got to witness a lot of great phenomena of the weather, including tornadoes. So that was a very exciting experience. And also, I like to hang out with my girlfriend. We like to go see movies and just hang out around town. I have family here in town, a brother, my mom and dad, and my sister currently lives in Wisconsin, and she's working for a great job up there. And let's just dive into a little bit more about me on the professional side. And as you can see, up in the corner is my Hire Craig logo, and I designed that brand and the logo for my Hire Craig campaign. And moving on to the next graphic design piece, probably my most favorite one I have ever created. I was hired on by the Boy Scouts of America several years ago, and one of my first projects was actually to design this logo slash patch for an event called a Jubilee. And this event is held at Mahoney State Park every year. Not every year, but it's every 4 years. And they have a new theme each time they hold this, and they have a bunch of fireworks. They have concerts, they have events, they have a bunch of food. So my main objective with this was to design some logo that was very patriotic, to include fireworks and an eagle with the colors of the BSA logo, which is red, white, and blue. And I came up with this end result that you see in the corner, and I gotta say they really, really liked it. So they produced it into t-shirts and patches and hats and stickers and many other different items for this event. Moving on to the next logo, I would have to say that my next favorite logo would have to be the Mid-America Council logo. And this represents all 4 of their camps that they manage. That is Camp Eagle, Camp Wakanda, Camp Little Sioux, and Camp Cedars. So they put this on their t-shirts and other promotional items at the Scout office. And actually, this project was my very first project that I ever created for them. And they liked it so much, that's how I moved on to the second project, which was the Jubilee event. And another project I would like to talk to you about is the MEB Lawn Care and Landscape Company's logo. And the main objective was to create a logo basically that was, all about lawn care and landscaping. So I went with a nice green theme and bold. I know the guy myself that owns the company, so I know his personality. So I wanted the lettering to be nice and bold, and I achieved that end result. He wanted the company to be called MEB, which stands for Macy Elizabeth Barton, and that his daughter who died from SIDS. So he wanted to kind of recognize her and his daughter and kind of get her into the name of his company, which is a very very touching idea. So he really liked this idea and this logo. So he put it on some flyers. I designed him some flyers, and he also put it on some hats and on a sticker onto his truck. And moving on to the next project would have to be, it's called the Overnight logo. And this logo I created for Lifegate Church, and it's an overnight kids retreat. So the main objective for this project was to create a nighttime like logo, but not too off the deep end where it would look like, more adult like bar look. So I just wanted to get the whole nighttime feeling. So I designed kind of a logo that looked like a neon sign with the moon and their church colors in it, and they were really blown away by it. They loved the logo. They put it on some t-shirts, and yeah, they loved it. So moving on to my one of my last projects I'm going to show you. Obviously, these few projects is not all that I have. They're just my most favorite projects I have created, and you may look at the other my other projects on my website at craigmcpeck.com. But let's first talk about my last project in this video that I will talk about. It is the Les Hills Hideaway Cabins. And kind of a cool story about this is that we stayed there in the cabins and have been for the last few years, and it's so peaceful. It's in the Les Hills, so quiet. It's in the trees. They have the nice red cabins, and it's just very peaceful. No one's bothering you out there. And if you really want to unwind, I highly suggest that you go check these cabins out. Maybe go have a picnic there. So one day I was bored and we were back from our trip from here, and I just wanted to see if I could design him a new logo just for fun. So I designed this logo for him, sketched it, and then brought it on the computer, showed them, and they loved it. And I designed them some flyers and a pamphlet to go along with it, and they absolutely loved it. So yes, those were my top favorite projects I've ever done. And also what you are looking at right now is my website. It is craigmcpeck.com. Craig McPeck is a designer, illustrator, photographer living in Omaha, Nebraska. You can look at all these projects online, and you can click on them, and you can go through the front page. The front page offers the portfolio that you may look at. You can click on each individual logo and look at all the different items I created for that logo. Also, my photography page you can also look at. One of my other hobbies is photography, so please take a look at that. I have an About Me page, and you may check that out as well, and a contact feature on my website. Let's kind of go over my experience. So I've experienced working for the Boy Scouts of America, creating graphics, logos. I even did an annual report for them. I did that for about 3-4 years for them. And I've worked at Printco Graphics. I was the advertising coordinator at 7 Day Furniture. There I designed graphics for the billboard, their billboard designs in Lincoln and Omaha. I also managed all of their social media, as well as I updated their website and their outside marquee graphic. And another cool job that most people probably have not had the chance to do is I had a small stint at Iridium Group, and I was a contract designer there, designing pages for the Nebraska Furniture Mart newspaper ads. So told you a little bit about myself, showed you some of my favorite graphic design projects, gave you a little tour of my website, and I have about 3 to 4 years of experience. I'm an extremely hard worker. I am on time to work, and I'm very dependable. And I would say that my best and worst trait in this field is not knowing when to call it perfect. So I want to make it the best I can, and sometimes I don't know when to stop and call it quits when the project is great, because I want the project to be perfect for the client. And I that is one of my traits, and I think that has benefited me very well. So once again, thank you for watching this video application, and you may contact me by phone number 402-672-0867. You also may email me back by this email, craig.mcpeck@yahoo.com. I look very much forward to coming in for an in-person interview and telling you more about myself, showing you more work than I've showed you in this video, and hopefully be accepting a job as well. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing back from you very soon.